Hey, your boy is back once again with another live stream. I hope y'all have been doing well. I have been having an excellent day. Until now, at least. It seems like my internet is being all fucked up again. Cox deciding to be a bunch of cocks. As per usual. I swear, something is going wrong. I do not know what. But yeah, other than that, I've been doing all right. It's dual Destinies tonight, as advertised. Why is my controller being all fucked up right now? This thing has battery, right? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Actually, no. We don't need to. Actually, I want to see the art for these. Turnabout countdown. Monsters turnabout. Oh, doesn't show the art yet. Look at Phoenix. He's so high quality. Thankfully, dropped frames isn't really that much of a problem on a game like this, but it'll still be a little weird, I think. What can you do? I hope I get to fix this soon. I mean, obviously, I couldn't fix this today. Let's see, trial day 2, right? Yes. I feel like today is going to be the last, not like actual today, but the day in the game. It's going to be the last day for this case, because I feel like the culprit's revealed. There's no way he's going to get off another day. I'm going to send this clown to jail. Also, hello, Edna. I don't know if I said hi yet, but there. Thank you for your 2 bits. Very generous. Alright. Gotta do my best to judge. It's voice acting mode. Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Oh, drink water, of course. How could I have forgotten? It took a big swig for that one. Made an awesome dinner tonight. It was tried making like steak for the first time. It was great. Made a ribeye. It was like somewhere in between a medium and a medium rare, but it was great. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. Tina Psyches, assistant defender, is ready too, Your Honor. Pardon my French. Je suis prête? Prêt? Is it prêt? I don't know. As chipper as ever, I see. And in French, no less. And the prosecution? These chains that bind me. Very well then. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today. It's steak a couple of days ago. Sadly, it was a bit chewy and dry. Oh no. Here's my tip for you. Get a like thermometer. One of those like internal temperature ones, like for meat, that you like stick in. It makes your life so much easier. just to like follow the internal temperatures. Like once it gets, I think it's around like 130 Fahrenheit if you're like in the States. Like somewhere around like 130 to like 120. It's when you want to do like medium rare. You like poke it into the meat where it's gonna be the most cold. That's how you do it. There'll be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Like, you hear people say that, like, the trick is to touch the meat with, like, your finger. And then, like, compare that to your cheek or whatever. But nobody's cheek is the same. So how are you supposed to know? Just measure. Cooking is like it's a approximate science. Now, your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's standard practice, standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it. At least he's really putting his foot down this time. Looks like the judge is really bringing it today. Probably just realized how Blackwell played him. That was one mean game, if Simon says. My frames. Bring him back. Yeah, his honor has to fight to defend his honor today. Your boldness. Sometimes following the directions, yeah. Recipes are great sometimes. It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement. I have? I don't know if I'd say that. Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of one who yearns dearly for the thrill of an epic opening statement. Wait, I just realized. British? Weeb? Samurai? This guy is Xenos. Xenos from Final Fantasy XIV? Stormblood? Everyone's favorite expansion? Andy is very edgy. For decades now, you have been watching opening statements from your bench. They are the crown jewels of the court. The one thing you could not possess. Crown jewels of the court? Now at long last, they are within your grasp. How could you possibly refuse? Oh, so you don't mind if I do it then? I'll make a special exception just this once. Here we go again. Yep. More Blackwell's mind games. Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself. In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that the victim, Alderman Rex Cuby, was the Amazing Ninetales. We also learned that the Amazing Ninetales was a key figure in the yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning Rex Cuby's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him. What? That's not part of the... It's not part of the statement. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. And the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party, but further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room. Ergo, must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Did I say something wrong? That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time. Oh. Let's see. Bringing soon your process with your issue? Ah, no worries. Watch my streams whenever. Oh, begging. I see. Yeah, no worries. You've given me a lot of support so far. Oh, funeral. Oh no. What? You're starting to lose me here. One more thing to boast about to my grandchild. Well, this was not an unexpected. Oh, oops, bumped my mic. This was not an unexpected turn of events. Now then, seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify. Autocorrect. The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, that does not demand some sort. Does that not demand some sort of explanation? The feathers and tracks? Weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed? That was but an act to protect his daughter. Oh, yes, of course. I had suspected as much. Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance? His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the mayor's maid. The manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma. Objection! The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture. Would you care for some witness testimony then? For I am ready to prove that the little scamp is the one behind the Tenmataro farce. Witness testimony? I'll bet he means Filch and that creep LaBelle. No, I think what he's gonna do here is he's gonna bring out Jinxie, because Jinxie currently has episodes of believing she is Tenmataro, and maybe Blackwell used his Jedi mind powers to convince Jinxie for sure that she's Tenmataro. Very well then. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness? Oh, it's you. Well, throw that theory out the window. Why is my birth rate so bad? Oh, is it coming back? Kind of, maybe. It's at 4,000 right now. Usually I set it at 6,000, but when it drops, I set it to 5,000. Oh, it's going back up, and then it's going back down. This is crazy. Mr. Filch, you made quite the hasty exit yesterday. See that it doesn't happen again today.
Been known for my hasty retreat since I was a kid. A bit of a trademark of mine.
Indeed. You managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs the slip.
Like those amateurs could ever nab me, eh? Yipes!
Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place.
Yipes! No, please. I'm liable to rip my own head off if I start running.
Your statement, now.
Yes, sir. Mr. Blackhead, sir. You may need a hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell.
Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as the give-up-easy type. Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime. The yokai is Jinxie.
Temataro's really that little maid girl. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Temataro I saw was just a little thing about her size. But the little run had a big old staff. I seen her when she came out into the foyer. Bet you she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She was gonna use it to wallop me on the count of my fierce reputation. I just know it.
So, Temataro was short in stature? Statute? Is that a typo? That's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along.
You betcha. Besides, all the rest in the manor were way taller than her.
Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short. What if the Tamataro impersonator was walking on their knees?
Weren't no knee walking. I've seen it myself.
And perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tenma after all. All monsters are not but tricks, either of the mind or the cheap parlor variety. So you're saying she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things? Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, it was simply the janitor. Ho ho ho. Prosecutor Blackwell just gave up the ghost, literally. Oh ho ho. The janitor's deathly complexion and all-white attire are, no doubt, partially to blame. That and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that. You know, that actually sounds like a real ghost to me. Yeah, I don't blame the guy now. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Alright.
Let's see what we got here. Hey.
Mr. Filch, you and Mr. LaBelle mentioned something about a practice yesterday. You denied the so-called lesson was about what you were supposed to say in court.
No, you got it all wrong.
And then could you tell the court exactly what sort of lesson it was?
Oh, it was, what was it again? Yipes. Now I remember. Math. You know, numbers and stuff.
He's completely under Blackwell's control, too.
Anyway, that Tamataro was that little maid gal, so what's the difference?
Math, huh? I take it you got a good look at how tall the Tamataro impersonator was.
You betcha. I got a habit of sizing people up. I can even give you a primer on how to pull it off. All under the table. Natch. I got a knack for figuring out what people's pockets are and how much money they have. I size them real good before I relieve them of their valuables.
You just admitted to being a pickpocket right in here in court. Does the witness hold that this Tamataro entered the foyer?
Darn right I do.
Wait, didn't you just say you couldn't see the Tamataro? Like in the last trial. Wait, you're not gonna brush it all off by claiming the purpose short.
You must have hit a raw nerve because you ate that tall yourself.
He's got a box. Look who's talking, mister. I've got to stand on a box just to testify. I was like, why this angle? Anyway, Mr. Filch, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you say the Tamataro you saw had a staff?
Cross my heart, hope to die. I know, because it went a jingle and a jangle.
And where do you suppose that staff came from?
The staff, you say? Well, I
suppose you mean to say that Jinxie Tenma entered the Forbidden Chamber to get one.
Well, I ain't never seen a staff like that in the manor. So it had to be the Forbidden Chamber.
Oh, really? The stench of the bells thick in the air today.
Jinxie entered the Forbidden Chamber after the incident. Then she took the staff and tried to cover up her actions by pretending to be Tenmataro. I guess that's what Filch is trying to say.
Could Jinxie have entered the Forbidden Chamber if she wanted to? There's no way. There is one thing I was wondering about. Why did that yokai have a staff in the first place?
Well, I've got my hunches about that.
Wallop me on the account of my fierce reputation. Wallop you? And why would the so-called yokai want to do that?
That little May gal never did like me. She always hightails it when I come round, or she sticks these weird papers on my noggin.
She probably thinks of him as the dreaded Tanuki monster of Kyubi Manor or something.
We need to prove that Jinxie isn't Tematara, but I have no idea how we're going to do that.
All we have to do is prove that it was impossible for Jinxie to turn into Tenmataro. And that might be easier than you think.
Really?
Now's our chance. Chance to expose the real Tenmataro for all to see. Let's see, what do we got here? Soaring through the air. Diagram, crime scene. After leaving the scene and calling the police, they pass each other at the bend. Ah, yeah, she couldn't have gone in, because, the mayor just swallowed it. There we go. Objection! It would seem that Tematara was, in fact, not this innocent little girl.
Huh? How'd you figure that?
You claimed the Tenmatara you saw had one of those stabs from the Forbidden Chamber. Staves? Stabs? But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one. Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice? Yes. The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber. What's this? This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the Forbidden Chamber. In short, the Tematara seen holding that staff could not have been Jinxie Tenma. Ah! Ah! What? Murmur. What? Who does the defense believe was impersonating Tematara? Our Tematara impersonator is none other than Mayor Tenma's aide. Such accusations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he is the yokai we seek? Yes, in fact, I can. Very well, let's see where the defense is going with this. Alright, proof. We got... Let's see... This, right? It's found in the Forbidden Chamber. Je suis le belle. We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. And we know that whoever was Temataro took one of the staves out there. In short, I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for. But Mr. Justice, how do you propose to identity the hand cream's owner? Is that another typo? I'm glad you've asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint and analysis on this piece of evidence. It might tell us who it belongs to. Interesting. So you expect to find the yokai's prints there? Very well, I hereby call a short recess while we wait for the fingerprint results. No need for that, your baldness. We have no prints of everyone. We have the prints of everyone at the manor that day. You've called Prosecutor Blackwell? It's Bobby. Could anyone be more whipped? He called him like a dog. The whistle. Wright. Analyze this for prints. You have 3 minutes. Your wish is my command. Very well then. I guess we'll just wait right here. Just chill for 3 minutes. Ugh. It seems the fingerprint analysis is complete. What did the results show? What in the world? They're Florent LaBelle's prints, aren't they? This is absurd. Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not going to like this, am I? Don't tell me. The Temataro's prints. Fingerprint analysis has revealed the prints belong to... Oh boy. Phineas Filch. What? Objection! Wait, what? What? Oh boy, plot twist. Now things are getting interesting.
The Mr. LaBelle wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber?
Objection!
Oh boy. Telling me this like little rat guy was the was the culprit this whole time? There's no way. Why, you tricksy little tanuki? Explain yourself now.
Sure. Them prints are mine. But, I mean, I did pilfer that hand cream from Mr. LaBelle after all.
So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber.
So what if I did? Got a problem with it? Yipes.
You fool of a tanuki. Order! Order! Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean? Excellent question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber. Wait a second. Does this mean the Tamataro holding that staff was... Phineas Filch?
Yipes. Another cat out of the bag.
It was you. Mr. Filch is Tamataro? I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer? The witness will explain it himself this instant. Okay, there's no way he's actually the killer. LaBelle is definitely the killer because we saw him literally kill the victim in the opening cutscene of this episode. So I wonder how he fits in. Maybe he just wanted to steal.
Begging your pardon, your honorship, but I was just doing what the element told me. You wanted me to be Tamataro in the village exorcism ritual.
Oh, you mean that event at the Nine Tails Fail Festival? So that was you inside the Tamataro costume?
Yep, and after the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program. But it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers.
So he didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match.
That's when I looked at the Tamataro costume and got a great idea. Nobody can tell it to me when I'm wearing it. Because of them superstitions, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word.
Villagers should go to jail? Yeah, probably. You know, a lot of people in Ace Attorney should go to jail, but you never know. You never know what happens to them. You only know that, like... You only know the verdict of guilty or not guilty. In other words, you use the superstitions to effectively render yourself invisible. Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place?
Because of the treasure there. Thought that was my big chance to sneak in and nab it.
Treasure?
Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Says there's an amazing treasure in there.
He went in there, not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it? I guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson. Wait, how exactly did you get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could open the Forbidden Chamber's door. You couldn't have possibly gone in.
I could.
Suddenly southern accent. Excuse me.
I could through that air vent in the foyer. The vent's left of the ultimate picture. I went on in and made a nice little hole.
Oh.
Use that to get into the air duct that leads into the forbidden chamber. I did.
You what?
How's that even possible? Wait a sec.
Oh, that hole.
Remember that air vent in the forbidden chamber? So, Mr. Filch found a way to get into that air duct.
He vented. He's sus. He's the imposter.
And that's how he got from the foyer vent to the forbidden chamber vent?
So Tomataro was nothing more than a cat burglar, or rather a Tanuki burglar. Ugh, and we're back to being without anyone to charge for the Alderman's murder.
It looks like your so-called yokai is nothing more than one big troublemaker.
Tell me, Mr. Filch, what did you do after fleeing into the foyer?
I got out of the costume right quick. Would have just caused trouble at that point.
And where's that costume now?
Heck if I know. It ain't my fault if you never find it.
The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in that manor. What if it was tossed outside the manor? No way. But maybe, just maybe. So it wasn't a kite, it was just it falling from the sky or something, maybe? I don't know. The defense seems to have hit upon an idea. Well, go on, Mr. Justice. Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch, did you get rid of the costume here? Window? You tossed it out the window. Because that would certainly explain why it didn't turn up inside the manor.
You think I tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. So why would I do something like that?
I can think of a few reasons.
Any bright ideas, Apollo?
Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out from the window, then the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might have just the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch. No, they're just handing this to me on a silver platter at this point. I have just the evidence for you.
You do?
This evidence proves you got rid of your Tematara costume through the window. Where's that newspaper? Here it is.
That's... Temataro flying through the sky?
How does that prove Mr. Filch threw his costume out the window? It's quite simple. That's not Temataro in the photo. It's the costume Mr. Filch threw out.
Oh, that's crazy talk. You ain't serious, are you?
There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window. Meaning the manor is pretty high up. Oh, it is that high up, huh? The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Temataro really was a flight of fancy. What?
Yikes.
Oh my, so there really never was a yokai.
Oh, I can't keep any of them cats bagged. Can I still file a claim for the lost costume?
This more than proves the defense's position. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with staging the yokai sighting. Got to raise any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? None whatsoever. Really? I'll deal with that tricksy Tanuki after I've dealt with this case. We did it!
Good going. Now all we have to do is make Flora LaBelle take the stand.
Objection!
Sheathing the sword a bit early, are we not? Huh? Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber? Probably the same way he got in, through the chamber's air vent. And what of the feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime? They would suggest that the Tanuki exited through the chamber door, not the air vent. Oh, here's what happened. He was stealing whatever was inside the Forbidden Chamber, right as Florent LaBelle killed the alderman. So when Florent LaBelle went to open the Forbidden Chamber door, they met each other basically, and then Filch dressed in his yokai costume just ran out, bolted out. That's why he was running. It all makes sense now. Maybe as they met up, since Filch has like kind of a habit of stealing things, maybe that's where he like tried to pickpocket that the hand cream and it fell. Right? That would explain how Jinxie saw Tenmataro running like from that room. Because Tenmataro went out the front door, right? So he just bolted out.
Objection!
All right, well, it's a case closed right there. The Forbidden Chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what you're saying makes no sense, right? Someone on the outside opened the door for you, isn't that right?
Yep, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. The door suddenly sprung right open.
Hold it!
Sprung right open? Who was on the other side?
Didn't get a good look on account of the sudden glare.
Like how the reflection from my head blinds fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark. Wow.
That's when I stashed that staff and made my daring escape. And that little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed it down the hall.
Okay, yeah.
That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't open until after the crime was discovered.
But wait, we still don't know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber.
Objection!
Well, you little Tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there?
Nope. Only one there was the alderman, and he was dead as a doornail.
If the accused wasn't there, what do you suppose he was up to? Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. Oh, don't tell me. Plainly, the only one who could have opened the Forbidden Chamber was the accused Damien Tenma. Ah.
Wait a second. There had to be someone else besides Mayor Tenma there.
Really? And who might that be?
Oh, well, that would be...
Objection!
It seems our feisty little lass has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence.
I didn't forget. I was just testing your attention to details.
Miss Psyches, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact.
Sorry. Guess I put my foot in my mouth again.
No, Athena, we're definitely onto something here.
We are?
Think about it. Filch was stuck inside the Forbidden Chamber. One of the alibis we heard would no longer hold any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the Forbidden Chamber, and by virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up. Oh, not that insufferable. Well, court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say. Whose alibi no longer adds up. Are we finally gonna bring him up? LaBelle, baby.
Take that!
Why, that's the defendant's aide, Florent LaBelle. I wonder what hair color he's gonna have. Is it gonna be green, red, orange? Who knows? He didn't claim to be in the foyer at the time of the crime. True, but in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know now, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. LaBelle at the time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared. No. Laurent LaBelle's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch?
I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here neither. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea. He told me he buttoned his lip about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber. And in return, he said we'd vouch for each other's alibi.
Shame on you, Mr. Filch. Perjury is a serious crime, you know. Jail for you.
Oh, shucks. Mercy, Your Honorship, mercy. Wow.
I also assert that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication. I see. Well, we will take a 20-minute recess, after which time we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself. Yes! Finally going to drag that slippery snake onto the stand. Awfully silent, huh? In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations. "19th, 10:25 a.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby number 3.
We did it, Apollo. We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court.
Yeah,
Hey, why the long face?
can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a comeback.
You really are a worrywart, aren't you? You'll be fine. That mystery figure who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch had to have been Florent LaBelle.
I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it, though.
At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next, so chin up, Apollo.
Chin up, I'm ready. Fine, even. Cords of steel. Alright. Before we get in to this, let me take a quick little break. I need to grab some tissues to blow my nose. I'm back. Told you it wouldn't be long. Oh, it's green. He's truly embraced his Joker. We live in a society. Court is back in session. Our next witness is... Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important matter. Seems the witness is predisposed at the moment. Surely you jest. I will hold you to your promise, remember that. My deepest apologies. This is Florent Labelle, personal aide to Mayor Tenma, or should I say, the accused. Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough. Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible. Your baldness. Alright. Mr. Filch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand. I think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair. Well, I'm not. So, may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to.
Objection!
Yeah, important, I'm sure. I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed? Witness, you are being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air. I don't know how you can clear the air if you literally committed it. We prove you committed it. Oh, fine. The truth is I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry. You think this is funny? Not your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime? Peasant, how dare you accuse me, one of the beautiful people?
Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence!
What? Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past. Swords? What swords? This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands. Begone, ye of cowardly heart! The battlefield hath no place for ye. Damn, he broke his shackles again. Again? Oh my. Spare me, please! Hey, maybe you can just kill Mr. Joker over there right now. So much for sturdier shackles. Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day. This gives keeping your head on in court a whole new meaning. Will the witness please deliver the accused's death knell? You know of what I speak. Most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him. Whatever he has to say can't be good. As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the Fox chamber when I heard the Jinxie scream.
What?
Then, drumroll please. I saw Mayor Tenma opening the forbidden chamber doors. But, there you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door has witnessed by one Phineas Filch. It was the accused. There was never any third party. Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene at the scene of the crime. Sorry. Startling sounds bad. The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. That's right. The mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there. Oh no. Confessed? Order in the court. This is a quite conclusive testimony, if it stands. Just so. Quite astonishing on that had. I only learned of this fact during the recess. I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I save the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you.
No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess.
What? But is this really true? Did Mayor Tema really confess? It is indeed. During that recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. But see, Mayor Tema actually did confess. That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecutions. Oh, Mrs. LaBelle. Yes, I called earlier about the party reservations. Oh, that's right. I'll be calling mine little shindig. Mayor Tenma's conviction gala. A splendid time is guaranteed for all. Oh, but the mayor in his defense. Well, it seems our witness is a very busy man, so let's get right to his testimony. Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime. Sorry for yawning. Here we go. Should probably drink more water. I've had a long day. You know, I actually woke up super early today. I woke up at like 6:30 a.m. So honestly, I think it's probably a good idea if I go to sleep a bit earlier. And by earlier, I mean not at like 2 or 1. So maybe I'll stream for like another hour or so. Sleep is important. Yeah, I got like barely any last night. I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up and opened the forbidden chamber. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. Filch? In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end. Oh. I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. Think the defendant actually confessed then and there to this crime. Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter. You do realize you should have not withheld such crucial testimony to the court. Oh, once again, sorry. It's just I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon the most unpleasant scene. Why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy?
We better do something before the judge declares the major guilty. Not major. What?
Why can I... The mayor. I can read. It really is late for me, huh? As a death row inmate once told me in years gone by. There was a time to fight and a time to yield. A time to live and a time to die. Laying it on real thick now. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh boy, here we go. Well, sir.
Hold it!
You claim that the mayor confessed to his daughter. Are you sure about that? Peasant. wouldn't dare ask such a question if you truly understood. True beauty is never wrong. It's not? No. Beauty is carved deep within the DNA. That means I'm programmed to always be right, even when I'm wrong. Right. I'm not following. These exquisite ears like flowers of bloom. These eyes that shine like sparkles. This hair itself, like the finest silk. Nothing can corrupt the truth they hold. Right. The witness will hurry and explain the truth of this. Specifically, what did Jinxie Tenma do upon hearing confession?
Hold it!
How did Miss Tenma appear to you? Oh, poor little things seem positively heartbroken. All teary-eyed and whatnot. I couldn't help but shed a few tears myself after seeing her like that.
You actually sympathize with Jinxie? Seems like an overly human emotion for him.
Yeah, because he's the only real monster we've seen so far. In looks and in character. The next thing I did was check my face in the mirror. Oh, I'm yawning a lot. Maybe I should end stream a little earlier than that. Oh, you know what? I'll end it around midnight. How's that sound? Like 30 more minutes? To behold the beauty that is my sadness, why else?
Paul, I'm starting to lose all faith in humanity.
I know the feeling, but hang in there. At least keep faith and are quiet. Let's see.
Hold it!
He opened the Forbidden Chamber, but why would he do that? Who knows? Maybe he wanted to get the free. He wanted to free the demon Tamataro.
Objection!
The room is no place for fairy tales. Remember, you are under oath. Excuse me. Oh boy. Hello, the bell speaking. Yes, I will certainly explore the matter. Toodles. Toodles, huh? No, where are we going? You're going to tell us the real reason why the mayor opened the Forbidden Chamber. Hello, this is the bell. Oh, good one, sir. You are an absolute riot. Okay, bye. You were saying? Sorry, I didn't get another drink. Never mind. Oh, I'm feeling myself drift in and out. Consciousness. No, stay awake. 30 more minutes, you can do this. This is a waste of time. He's just going to tell more lies. The witness will focus on his testimony, not his phone calls. Oh, tell the court what you did after you saw the mayor open the Forbidden Chamber. Well, after that, surrounding terror, the demon emerged from his prison. Oh, I need to press that.
Hold it!
What was Mr. Filch like at the time? He was shouting, "I can't see! I can't see! It's the curse of Temataro." Then he took off running like a madman. He must have been blinded by the sudden light flooding in. Wrong. What? He set eyes upon me and was thus blinded by my radiant beauty.
So it was the curse of Florent LaBelle rather than Tamataro?
Yes, I'm afraid such beauty can be a curse. It's almost criminal. Oh no, I'm falling asleep. Oh no. Oh, wake up. Wake up, Diihaa. I can sleep in tomorrow morning, it's fine. I just need to stay awake for like 30 more minutes. The only thing criminal here is your ceaseless jabbering. Now get on with your testimony. Oh, forgive me, your darkness. Your darkness. I'm sure he likes that one. Oh, let's see. Oh yes, I fled for dear life from Temataro and...
Hold it!
So after you fled into the hallway with the phone at the end, Temataro ran off toward the foyer? Precisely.
Notice any inconsistencies, Apollo?
Well, Jinxie also saw Temataro, right?
You did.
She said they passed each other in the hall after she made that call to the police. Well, if the Bill had fled down the hall where that phone is, Jinxie would have seen him when she was returning from making her call.
Oh, right. And if she saw him, she would have definitely asked him for help.
Right, it just doesn't make any sense. Time to review the evidence.
So we don't find a way to poke the hole into the testimony.
Time was gonna give us quarry. This is bad. Very bad.
We need to find an inconsistency, a mistake, some kind of conflict.
It's all over. We can't find a flaw in the prosecution's case. Oh no. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. Immediately after that, the mayor came to set up and open the forbidden chamber. Okay, so what's the problem here? I guess we need to find the problem. Where's the diagram? Hmm. Oh. This one's kind of hard, isn't it? Do I just present the diagram?
Objection!
No. Your goal knows no bounds. It's shocking, really. What's that supposed to mean? You stand there brazenly objecting to perfectly factual statements. One does not see such shameless behavior as law. Penalty or shameless attorney. Or shameless. Oh no, looks like Blackwelling is turning. Blackwell is turning me, the judge against me. Excuse me. Hmm. No, I'm falling asleep again. What is the answer here?
Hold it!
Hmm. Trying to find the problem. Hmm. What am I missing here? Is it just because I'm tired? Hmm. Maybe I'm too tired for this right now. Sorry, guys. This is what I get for waking up at 6 a.m. Oh boy. Hmm. You know, I think in light of me, like, having random sporadic episodes of me falling asleep in the middle of stream, I feel like probably end it here. When we got this guy to the stand, I'll gotta figure out what this guy's yeah, we'll bring him to justice. Apollo Justice. Ace Attorney. Well, that's not the right game, but he's in this game. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll send Joker to jail later. I gotta sleep. I gotta rest up. Sorry for such a short stream, but thank you. Thank you nonetheless. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. Rest. Thank you for the 1 bit. Yeah. I'll do that. Thanks Edna for being here. I should probably save. There you go. Okay. Yeah, once again, thank you. My next stream will be on Sunday night. I'll be continuing more Xenoblade. We're getting into chapter 5. Finally. Things are getting spicy. Can't wait. So until then, take care of yourselves, drink lots of water, stay safe, and have a great rest of your night. And if you're tired like me, please just go to sleep. I swear. Don't do what I was thinking I should do, and that's like stream until like 12:30 or more. Don't do that. That's not a good idea. But thanks. I'll see you guys then. And I'll play some ads, right here if you don't mind. Oh, and of course, thank you for the bits.